I got an unpopular opinion. Have you ever heard of this really niche project named Star Wars? You know the arc of Anakin Skywalker, the kid who was born from the Force, sold into slavery, bought out of slavery, raised by Jedis, fell in love, lost his humanity, turned into the highest ranking officer in a fascist regime, and then, when he found out he had a son, he overthrew the fascist regime he helped build and restored balance to the Force. Yeah, beautiful story, great redemption arc. Except, nah. It isn't. I do not understand how most people I talk to about Star Wars coin Anakin Skywalker's arc as the best redemption story of all time. Whenever I hear that sentiment, I got 3 questions. 1, have you seen Avatar? And 2, are you smoking crack? My brother in the Force, this man was Space Hitler for 23 years. You do not throw one man down an elevator shaft and get called a savior. Look at this. What? Also, 3rd question, have you seen... I realized I never really have like an actual review for these movies. I kind of just talk about how I interpret the events in them. So let this be the first. I don't know what was going on in 2006, but as someone who lives in America in 2025, this movie now reads as a haunting reflection of the circumstances we face today. The demonization of immigrants and the rise in nihilism showcased in Children of Men, especially now, feels abhorrently pronounced. That being said, its use of one-takes make this movie feel almost like a documentary. The dedication to that style, in combination with its lack of subtlety, make this movie's emotional beats extremely potent. There are characters in this film whom we only get to know for a few scenes, but the sincerity they showcase while on the brink of their demise comes across as extremely raw and genuine. The fact that this movie's immensely broad themes about humanity and redemption are balanced on the shoulders of these few characters is phenomenal and a miracle in and of itself. 8 out of 10. Listen, I want to talk about this movie because it made me cry uncontrollably, seemingly randomly. The movie's title, Children of Men, comes from a Bible verse whose entire context would be too long to explain. Just know that the term Children of Men refers to all of humanity as fallible, flawed, sinful people. However, we are not people who have passed the possibility of redemption. In spite of what 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 45 seconds of this movie have shown us, peak nihilism, complete disregard of bodily autonomy, colonization, loss of empathy, Radiohead music, capitalism, we are not past redemption. I'm not going to say anything new here, because like I said, this movie is very transparent with its themes and messaging, but for cohesion's sake, this baby is the ultimate sign of redemption, and its role in the story is that of a MacGuffin in the sense that every character is in pursuit of it. For these revolutionists, they want it as a symbol. This baby will bring about the liberation of their people. It is implied that if the opposite team gets it, they will use it to push their nationalist agenda. The only characters who care about this baby as a baby and not as a symbol are Theo and Key. Key is a first-time mother, and Theo is someone who had previously lost a child. Key is young. She doesn't know who the father is because, you know, but the baby's existence reads like that of Christ as a result. Theo is just an average citizen in this narrative, which means his character is shrouded in nihilism. He has no hope for the future, and he criticizes the present relentlessly. His ability to turn into someone who actually cares, who actually takes action, is a triumph. In spite of the world crumbling around him, in spite of what he has lost and what is at stake, he sacrifices everything to see that the future is taken care of. It is important to give a shit. Now, I'll be honest, this scene is the climax of the movie. It's serenity on a battlefield. For a few fleeting seconds, everyone is able to taste the possibility of a future, and they are paralyzed by it. It's a beautiful moment, and it deserves all the praise in the world. That being said, my favorite scene in this movie comes like 2 minutes before it. Admittedly, it's not as profound and not as prolific. It's just a quiet admission of grief.
We need the baby! We need him! It's a girl, Luke. A girl. I had a sister.
When I said every emotional beat feels extremely potent, I was referring to this scene. This character, who we've known to be only self-serving, has a genuine moment where he is overcome by the profound beauty of a child, something that has been stripped from this world for at least 18 years. When Theo's leaving and he tells him that it's a girl, and he rebuttals, I had a sister, I don't know why, but I just started crying. Fuck it, I'm lying. I do know why. I had a sister too. This guy, who is frankly deplorable, is suddenly humanized with one phrase, I had a sister. It's a type of grief that's really hard to embody. You're not just mourning them, you're mourning the version of yourself that could have existed had they not passed. A version of yourself that wasn't abominable, maybe wasn't apathetic, less rageful, or at least capable of saving.